Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is December 18th, 2020, and this is Bulldozer Investing. Our videos are educational purposes only. They're not for financial advising. So let's begin our analysis. Today was an odd day to begin with because it is quad witching. Top of that, there was Tesla inclusion, so I am guessing that a lot of sales were going on so that they can purchase Tesla. And the option expirations on many of the stocks, price pinning and so forth did happen, and we saw a lot of volume at the end of the day. Okay, green volume, I would say buying volume. Okay, as you can see, failed flag here, bounced off of the 50 fib, came back up. So let's look at the daily, maybe like 30 minutes, just to see that, maybe even 15 minutes, just to see this. Okay, so perfect bounce on that 15, a little fake breakdown, came back, got to 61.8, and then broke out, and a little bit of sell-off, just closed the day right around here. Okay, but a huge volume bar right here, huge volume bar. As you can see, this volume just came at the end of the day. Okay, and just another thing is, I believe there was some good news about banks can buy back shares or something like that. The Fed had said something like that, which might have triggered it, but I believe it all had to do with Tesla. A lot of people try to play options on Friday. The issue is they wait till the last second. So they're not going to make you money. They'll wait till after 30 minutes, get the retail out, and then the pinning starts the last few seconds and so forth. Okay. Now, where are we heading from here? What are we doing with SPY? The weekly. There is a rising wedge. I believe we will hit at least 177, 70, starting from 75 to 78 area within 2 weeks. Okay, we continue from there. This rising wedge is invalidated, and it'll be a bullish run all the way to 400. Okay. Now, if it does play out, I see that we will hit 355. If this rising wedge breaks down, 355, and then a huge support level at let me see what it was. Let's zoom out. Yeah, right here, 350. Okay. Might be this channel, like we might hit it here on a huge, like on a breakdown, this rising wedge breakdown. But I think we're in this pitchfork. I believe we're just gonna go till the end, and it's gonna hit somewhere around 387 to 400. It could extend till 400 till we get a real drop, and that drop will probably, from 400, we'll probably see a drop all the way down to 345 area. Okay, and then if it does break down even more for some bearish scenarios, I'm not saying it will, but we have a huge support area. This gap here as well has been filled a couple times, tested a couple times, but this level of 322 is a huge support. So bears probably waiting for this is, I would say from 400, the most bearish drop will be 322. However, I am riding this train till 400. That's my view on the general market and SPY. I'm bullish on SPY. Let's wait to see if this rising wedge plays out up or down, but I am trading till 375 to 377. I'll wait and see from there. I'm not going to trade from there. If it goes up and I see a bullish trend, might get in, but I'm not sure if it's worth the risk at this point. If it drops down, the first support 365, 355, and finally at 342. Next ticker is, I'm going to have two stocks that have low floats of share but high percentage of short. Now the first one doesn't have as much percentage of short, But I do think this is a play out on 4 hours. I do see a W formation, a very apparent one actually, and it's flagging around here, and we have the pitchfork resistance here. But if it does break above it, okay, we're definitely gonna hit somewhere around here. Okay, not actually, it's above that. Actually, I did measure it, 100% fib, sitting 1055, guys. That would be my long time target. But the way this market is, you might get, like, news comes out, like FireEye went up like 30% today on the cyber news, okay, hacking news. Now that's one thing. Now the bigger percentage of shorts and a lower float of shares, it goes to BLNK. Now we might have, I traded this, I bought like a couple hundred shares, and I've sold it around here. So I don't know why I sold it. Maybe I was averaging down something. I think I was averaging down my Apple options, which I got in at 90 cents. The December 24th 130 calls, and then Apple just went down a couple days and it dropped down to 38 cents, and I think I sold all of my shares of NNDM at that point, or BLNK at that point, and bought all in at 38 cents, or 40, starting from 45 to 38 cents till the closing. And the next day it opened, it went up like 450%, those Apple options, but I think I sold an average of 200% return. So that was good, but again, if I had left it, would it have changed anything? I probably made the same money with this run anyway. So let's see. BLNK, if it does come down, it'll probably come down. I think it finished the day. It finished the day right on the 100% fib. Comes down right around here at 33 bucks. Buy in a little bit, and then I would probably say the safest area to buy would be 30 to 29. Is it going to drop there? I don't know. I'm not saying that because of this right here. It only has 25 million shares and some chunk, and then 27% of short. So if this runs with Tesla, I don't think it will ever come back. It'll just continue running until, $42, $53. Okay. If that happens, that would be crazy. Now on the longer run, if you go ahead and look at this, this could be a W like this, and it could flag all the way down slowly and then do his next run. The way I look at it is, look at these volumes. For the past couple months, I've not seen, besides this day right here, I'm not seeing series selling. Even when it consolidated here, the volume is so low. So this is something to look out for. I am definitely going to play this, but if I do get in, I'm probably starting my position right around the 50-60 fib line if it does come. If it doesn't, I'm not going to chase it. Super bullish stock, super bullish stock. The way it has 27% short, 25 million floating shares, this is going to run, baby. I'm not going to say like I'm bearish on this. I'm fully bullish on this stock. Now, speaking of bullish, Palantir, my biggest position, and I'm going to have to tell you guys a story here. When it runs out, we get a, Citron, Andrew left, comes out with a report, knocks it down all the way here, and then the bulls pick it up on December 2nd, the night, this is December 1st, December 2nd, morning of December 2nd, before the market starts, Morgan Stanley gives $17 target. Drops harder. That's where I bought it, actually. My initial bot. 22 something. Then we had a great run, and then with this huge news, I think I sold it around 30, 33 before market. It went up a little bit higher than that, but who cares? And the mistake I did was I got in around 27s back the next day. dropped, picked up, dropped, picked up, and here I was averaging. I like the stock. I think it's coiling up. So it's sitting right around my average, basically. Well, I am profiting because I bought them here, sold them here, but I bought it here, kept dropping, going up, and so forth. Now, right when we got in this channel, we were looking very bullish. The weekly candle was looking super bullish. On the 18th, the quad witching day, Credit Suisse comes out and says this is a $17 stock. They raised their target price, but they lowered the overall, they downgrade the stock, but they raised their target. Apparently, now I don't want to put dirt on Credit Suisse, but this is my Twitter account, by the way. I just started tweeting. I had this account for some time, but I had a Discord, so I'm actually going public on Twitter, and I'm giving real live charts, point targets, my educated guesses. By the way, it's not for financial advising. I'm putting out everything here. You can subscribe. Today I had 12 followers. I actually had 0 because I didn't even tweet here. I was just following other great chartists, great people who understand stocks. It's a great place. So just started today, 12 followers. So help us out here. Give us a follow to get in real-time alerts, okay, and charts. Whenever I do update YouTube, I'll probably put it there. Now, one thing that caught my attention is that yesterday, in fact, it was yesterday, Credit Suisse had an interesting news that they're charged over an alleged connection with Bulgarian drug lords, a drug laundering ring of cocaine money. Now, this is on the news. You can look it up. The Global and Mail had it, and other articles on Yahoo Investing. It's all over the place. So this is not something that I'm making up. And the next day they come out and downgrade PLTR on the quad witching day. But guess what happens right at the close? They destroyed the options. Guess what happens at the close? 17.5 million shares twice. Okay, look at this buying. Okay, and they pinned it right under the way it closed today. It closed at 25.99, I think, something like that, right under 26. And somebody got in right after this article was published because it was going to 28 something. And which I planned. I said we would probably test 28.33 the next day because we were flagging and we were going to go up. News comes up. We're retesting and we're getting support right on this Ichimoku cloud. So strong. Okay. And on the daily, in fact, on PLTR, if we look at the daily, a huge support, a huge bounce right off the 20-day moving average. So there's nothing wrong with the chart. There's nothing wrong with the stock. I believe that somebody wanted to get it under $26. Every time it goes to 26, we get a downgrade. And then we get around 35 million shares of purchase right after. I don't know if it's an options practice. I don't know if it was a bulk buying by an institution. But it is equal to $906,483,057.76. So nearly 1 billion. Actually, it's more than 1 billion purchase because dollars and dollar valuation. It's because we got another nearly 2.7 million, the same price. There's another one, 17 million. Okay, so things are going crazy with the stock. I believe it's a buying. Somebody bought it under $26 and that was their target. And this news helped them out. I don't want to call it manipulation. I don't want to say, I don't want to do conspiracy theories here. But how coincidentally, right when it was getting in the channel, right when it broke above the fib line, and it looks so super bullish, and even on the weekly, I was super excited. We had a long wick and a hammer on the weekly candle and they destroyed it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the weekly chart here. Don't get me wrong, because it's still, doing a flag, and it's going to go up to eventually my target by end of next year is, if it does play, at least $67. Okay. Short-term target 31, couple weeks. January around there 41, and Feb 51. I'm keeping this stock. There's so much going to go on in the beginning of next year, which is 2021, 3 weeks away. So many opportunities for this stock to go higher. I'm holding it. I'm not trading it. In fact, it blocked me from doing so many moves that I could have made so much money, but I'm going to hold it. I'm going to win at the long run. Okay. Again, look at the weekly volume here. And this week's volume is nothing compared to what, has been going on several weeks before in November. Okay. So let's go to the next ticker, is Apple. Apple, I am bullish. It was technically stopped right at, that's when I sold my options like around here, somewhere around here, but it got up higher. Oh, well, this is the weekly candle. I can't really promise where exactly, but the weekly looks super bullish. It broke out of this wedge. This was lower low, bouncing up and down. Finally, it's going to get to, next week, it's going to get to $32. Now, if it does consolidate more, it'll probably be right at this level, 121. Now, a lot of people will hate to see that. I don't. I like it. I'll buy more. I'll buy more options, because I know in the end my target is 143, and by summertime my target is 188. Okay, this stock is going to go. This is just consolidation here. Sorry for all the lines, because I don't usually do weekly on Apple, but it's a huge consolidation for months, and if it breaks out, it will break out. So next stock, Space. I told everybody that I am going to buy this around 22 to 21 area. So right at the support line maybe, okay? And it's getting there. I'm going to be patient, but I'm super bullish on this stock. And it will get to $39 eventually. That's where my target is. Okay. Next stock is Corsair. Microsoft came out with the news that they'll make their own chip, which affected Intel. It won't affect NVIDIA and Corsair because they're in a different business. But I feel like this is doing a W and flagging. Next week target is definitely 42 and much higher after that. Okay. This is, I'm bullish. It's a recent IPO, but it's a good stock to invest. A little higher volume, sell volume than I'd like to see, but it looks, if it does break down, a very nice support around 33 area. Okay. I don't see it going down, but let's see what happens. AI. Okay. I gave this alert. I gave AI alert a couple days, 2 days ago, to my Discord followers, and then I decided let's bring this thing up to Twitter public so that everybody takes an advantage of it. Okay. And look where it went. I gave the signal right here, flagging. The next day it went up. The other day it went up again. Hit the top of the channel. It might come down. It might come down right at the top of the cloud, 125 to 122. This is a recent IPO, so I only traded. If it comes down here, I'll definitely be a big buyer here. But right now, I won't. I won't touch it because it reached our target anyways, 100% target and more. So let's wait on this name. They're kind of doing the same business as Palantir, but I'd rather own Palantir than this stock. Okay. Next, Unity. We have a rising wedge. I think this can go up to 163 and then drop down, get a support at 155 level, okay, and then pick up eventually and have its run all the way to 177. I like this name, but if you expand it I do see head and shoulders if it breaks down. Okay, and of course you have to have the neckline. It has to break down, and if it does play, then your buying area would be 125. However, currently I'm kind of bullish on this, but I want to see if it goes down to 163 and holds at 155, and then we'll play it after that. Okay, we'll play it around here, around 150. Okay, so that's all. I was all in all net zero. I didn't make any money this week or lose any money. I had winners and losers. It was a weird week. I am hopeful of the Santa rally. Hopefully it comes. I think Fed pumping is going to come in once after the market is probably going to run once after we get the stimulus package news, and SPY will go all the way up to 377 area. Then I'm going to get out and see what happens. Okay. Of course, I'm holding Palantir for a long run. That's another thing. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to give likes, thumbs up, and also follow us on Twitter to get real live news of charts, interesting news, and price targets, and also technical breakouts. Okay. Keep it safe. Enjoy the weekend. Have a nice day, guys.